Right, Courtney. We're here at Anfield. Obviously, you're here on Sunday. I mean, just give us your thoughts on what that's going to be like.
Yeah, it's going to obviously be a massive occasion. I think the Merseyside derby as it is obviously huge for the club, but hopefully we can get a lot of fans in this stadium, and it's a big step forward in terms of the women in our integration with the club as well.
I know you used to play for the other side. Have you any particular feelings one way or another about this ground?
I love it. I come to a lot of games here to watch the men and support them, and it's a ground with an absolutely electric atmosphere that it's renowned for. So to be part of something as big as a derby at Anfield, I'm really excited.
What's your overriding Anfield memory, do you think?
There's been a few. We were lucky last year, I think, with especially the Champions League games. But I remember Mo Salah's goal in that end, I believe, against Chelsea, cut in top bins, and the crowd went mad, erupted. So yeah, that's probably one of my best memories from last season.
And what does it mean for you as a player playing here?
It's massive. I think as a kid growing up, that's the things you dream about, and you want to play in big stadiums. Obviously for women's football, it wasn't maybe something that was always on the horizon and possible, but now with the integration of the club and the women's game going forward, thankfully it is something that we can do.
And you can have a better one than Everton.
Exactly. It's the best game. It's the derby that needs no introduction. I think it's probably the biggest derby in the world. So to be able to do it at Anfield is massive.
So, did you say how long you've been coming here, to watch and stuff? Did you say?
I joined the club last season, so since I've been at the club, I've been coming to watch and really enjoyed the games. And like I say, the atmosphere, especially on Champions League nights, is absolutely incredible. So,
as a childhood fan, who are you?
Probably best not to say.
Really? You don't. That's fine. Okay. Well, I mean, those things go out the window, I suppose, when you get a club allegiance, you play for something. Yeah,
definitely. I think that it's completely different when you're playing for a club. You invest in it, and especially the way Liverpool is. It really is, a bit of a family, and yeah. So sort of all that sort of stuff goes out the window.
Talking to family, friends and family coming in on Sunday?
Yeah, loads of friends and family coming, and I think they're just excited as I am. So, in terms of my career, it's a nice thing in my career that hopefully I'll be in the squad and I can say that I've played at Anfield.
And in terms of the season so far, it's been a tough start. How do you sort of assess that?
Yeah, I think we've been on the rough end of some results. To be fair, I think, like I say, it's been 1-0s, 2-1s, 1-1. So it's been close. But I think for us, we're just very concentrating on our process and our performance, and we know that if we keep getting that right, then the fine margins all turn our way, and we'll get the results on the board.
And this could be a game that kick-starts the season, really.
Yeah, definitely. It could definitely be a huge catalyst, and I think the great thing with derbies is the cliche form goes out the window, so fingers crossed that we can get the 3 points come 90 minutes.
And in terms of the crowd, ticket sales are going really well.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the biggest crowd you've played in front of so far?
That was a few years ago, actually, at the World Junior Games, so going quite a few years back in China. So there's I think we played China, so it was about 28,000-30,000, so that was a big crowd. But hopefully we can sort of match that, and by the way the ticket sales are going, it sounds that we're going really well. And we've had earlier in the season with the WSL, we've had Stamford Bridge get a big crowd, and the same with the Etihad, so hopefully we can match that or even better it.
We're here at Anfield. I mean, First of all, how big an occasion is it for you?
Not for me. No, it's a big occasion for the women's game. I think to showcase another female game at a big stadium, one that's historic like this one is going to be great for the women's game. Hopefully, we can get the attendance to back that as well.
I mean, you're right. It's a big event for the women's game to showcase this. How do you think the players will handle it?
We'll be absolutely fine. We've got true professionals in the dressing room. We've got some players that have been at the club since they were age of 8, so they know what an occasion like the derby means to us and to them and to me personally. So we've done everything we can to prep us for the occasion. The occasion won't swallow us up. We'll be focusing on our performance when we step over that white line on Sunday.
Have you done anything different in your preparation for this game in particular?
It's at the end of the day, it's still another game, and I know it's another game that's going to be played at a fantastic stadium. But whether we were playing at Southport, whether we were playing at Prenton, it's still a derby game, and current form goes out the window. And it's for us as a club, it means a lot to go on and make sure we compete against the Blues, and I'm sure it's the same for the Blues competing against the Reds.
I guess the key is to play the game and not the occasion when you're in surroundings like this.
Yeah, but I think you also have to enjoy the occasion as well and appreciate for what it is and face on, because there's no denying there's going to be a good crowd here, which will probably be the biggest attendance that we've had this season, which is fantastic for our younger players to experience that. A lot of our older players will have already played in front of big crowds, so yeah, we have to enjoy the occasion, but the game's a derby and we have to make sure we compete and perform at the level that we should be competing at.
You had to work with sports psychologists this week, I understand. I mean, was that just something you planned anyway, or was that just part of this build-up?
No, Alistair McCow's a good friend of mine. He's a lifelong Liverpool fan. He was coming to the game and we were going to meet up for coffee, and invited him in to share his journey with the girls, which was, I know they really bought into it, and he talks about the culture and a winning culture and a winning formula, so it was good for us to have him in. There was no agenda of getting him in because we had this big game. It just fell in the right place really in the calendar.
And it's a game which, say, how the results have gone this season, you'd hope would kickstart your season.
It is, but the process and the performance is far more important than the results at this moment, because if you get that right, we will get the result at the end of it, come that final whistle. So it's important that, marginally we're falling short. The score lines haven't been massive against us. We're not losing 4-5-0, we're not losing 3-0. It's marginal, it's 1 or 2 goals that we're conceding. So we've got to tighten up on those. But we're not a million miles away. It's still early days. The girls are in great spirits. We're in a good headspace, and we're looking forward to walking out to play this game on Sunday.